What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from Jay-Z, the 13th studio album from Jay-Z, entitled 444. Jay-Z, man, is one of the greatest to ever do it, without question. He has, like, uh, not countless, you can count how many classics he has, but he has classics, like legitimate classics. Reasonable Doubt, most people say is his best album. People say that's one of the top, maybe the top 10 greatest hip hop albums of all time. Then you have The Blueprint, which I own. You have the Black Album. That was like, I think that was the 2003 album before like his mini retirement. And actually, let me go to his discography real quick. You also have that one album that was really, was that Life and Time? No, that wasn't it. It was the La Rock or whatever. It was the Rock La Familia, the Dynasty. Featured Beanie Siegel on like every track almost. Um, yeah, almost every track, and Memphis Bleak. There was a few tracks with Memphis Bleak, but most of them that had features had Beanie Siegel on here. Like This Can't Be Life, my goodness. That with Beanie is like, my goodness. People kind of get that confused. They think that well, they know that this is Jay's track. It was produced by Kanye, but they also think that um, shoot, Guess Who's Back off of Scarface's album. They think that's Jay's song. It's Scarface's song. Kanye produced that as well. But my goodness, man, countless classics. Like I said, Reasonable Doubt, In My Lifetime. Even though people don't talk about that as much, or Hard Not Life, they actually talk about Life and Times of Sean Carter more, the Volume 3. But yeah, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, the Black Album. People actually talk about American Gangster as well, and Kingdom Come too. But this 444, this definitely sticks out. I think it's his most important album in about, probably since American Gangster, actually. Being honest, it's definitely going to go down as one of his most important albums because it's now, like, now that he's here in his career, just like you can say any other album, well, this is when he was here in his career, but this is the most up to date. And who knows if this is going to be his last one or not. So this is going to be one of his most important albums because it also solidifies himself. I mean, he was already solidified, but this only solidifies him more. Like, this is actually him planting seeds for his legacy to keep growing and growing, which is funny because there's a track on here called Legacy, which is actually the last track on here and one of my favorite tracks on here, but that's with a lot of tracks on here, to be honest with you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Jay-Z 444. Track number one, Kill Jay-Z, was, it's like one of the most, not underwhelming, but it's the track that I've probably not listened to. If I had to choose one that I'm not going to listen to. Here we go. It's just about him killing off his ego because he has one, which he speaks on throughout this album about his ego, what it's done to him, how it's helped and hurt him at the same time. He talks about past incidents, and he doesn't cut himself a break for how he dealt with the criticism and the bad publicity from those incidents. Now, track number two, The Story of OJ. Man, this is a damn good track. One of my favorites without question. It's when he started off like OJ, like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay, listen to this. Please don't die over the neighborhood your mama renting. Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. That's how you rent it. And he's just, my goodness, man. And he's speaking on investing here, financial freedom, credit, owning property, of course, like he said, and the value appreciation of art that he had bought that was worth, like, I think it was worth 1 million, and then went to 2. Wait, no. Okay, the art, he could have bought a building, actually, I think he said, for 2 million back in the day, and it's worth 25 million now. But he bought art for like 2 million, then it went to 4 million, then to 8 million. It was like, he's talking about value appreciation. And he said, like, look, y'all think it's bougie. I'm like, fine, but I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Yo, Jay, man, this is what I love about Jay-Z. Like, you can say, oh, he's cocky or whatever, but is he lying though? With a lot of the stuff he says, it's cocky, but isn't that the point of being cocky though? Like, you're right. You're telling the truth. Like, isn't that the point of being cocky? Wouldn't you rather have a cocky, arrogant person than a humble liar? I mean, come on now. Now, track number three, Smile, featuring Gloria Carter. This is personal in the sense that it has to deal with his mother. Well, with what he talked about on here. So one of the things, the main thing that people took away from this, but I took away something else from this as well. He talks about his mother being a lesbian, and just talking about how there's going to be good times and bad times, but it's like, well, how are you going to handle what happens to you? And did he diss Kanye here though? Like, listen, I'm not up on the whole Kanye Jay thing. I know there's something there that has been for like the past year and a half, 2 years maybe. Um, but at the same time, I'm not really up on it like that. I'm not up on the whole title thing with Jay-Z getting sued. I know Kanye's suing him, but listen to this. Niggas will rip your shit off title just to spite you. Um, what did I do? Except trying to free you. Niggas love you but hate you because they can't be you. I'm like, is that a diss to Ye? Or am I just constant? Am I? Is that him dissing Ye, or am I just instigating right here? I mean, my goodness. And he said like, yeah, he ain't washed. Like he said, like y'all thought I was washed. I've been to dry cleaners. It's like, shit, man. And I just love Miss Carter's outro about love and how to just love who you do and just smile because life's not guaranteed. Check number four, Caught Their Eyes, featuring Frank Ocean. This is just saying, like, know your surroundings and mind your demeanor and your image around people, like your body language, which is, I guess it really goes with the track's title, Caught Their Eyes. Now that you've caught their eyes, you should, you know, mind. You should mind how you're looking in front of certain people. And Frank was cool on this track. Now, track number 5, 444. This is an apology to Bay, and he also vented very heavily on how his kids would look up at him when they grow up and know about all of this. Not just this, but his whole life. How Daddy wasn't always a billionaire. Daddy wasn't always with Mom. And when he was with Mom, Daddy cheated on her. It's like, yeah, how are they gonna look at him? That's how he's thinking about it. And I read up on this. He woke up at 4:44 in the morning just to write this track, and it's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. So it's like, okay, and that's the title track. I mean, well, title track, the track of the album. So it's like, I guess this is, in his opinion, the main track for the album, which it would be, I guess, because it's about his wife and kid. And I guess the second most important track to him would be, or the equally most important track to him would be Smile. Track number 6, Family Feud. Whew, my goodness, man. Just talking about, the hip hop Family Feud and talking about, like, yo, old niggas, stop getting on these young niggas like Tupac and have a nose ring. And, like, yo, you young niggas. It's like, what y'all doing, man? Disrespecting the old dudes like this. Like, the old niggas used to never give me any credit. And it's young niggas why, what is that? Young niggas why he's drinking, oh man, I forget. But it's like, it's just a hip-hop Family Feud right now. The young versus the old. And, it's dysfunction. And nobody wins when the family feuds. One of my favorite tracks on here, without question. Again, he really did it for hip-hop right there. He really did it for hip-hop on the whole album pretty much. But this second half, I have to say, the second half of this album kills the first half. It's not like the first half was bad or anything, but man, it kills. Track number 7, Bam, featuring Damian Marley. This is Jay speaking on what Ego has done for him and how his ego has served him well. And he's talking about how he's living life the way niggas say that they are. And by the way, this shit's a banger. I mean, my goodness. But listen to this though. Skipping leg day to run their mouth. I skip leg day and still run the world. I was like, oh shit. Like, that's some lines that Jay can say. And it's not like, oh, he can say it so it sounds good. No, that's some shit where it's like, oh, okay. And no, Jay's not washed. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. After this album, it's like, yo, is he not in the top 5 now? Is he not? I mean, Jay-Z, man. I mean, I love Rakim. I love Nas. I love Andre 3000. I love Pac and Biggie, but especially Pac and Biggie, we don't know how their careers would have lasted. They both had like 5, 6 year careers. Jay's been in this for 21 years and released 13 albums. It's like it's kind of unfair, but still, like Jay's solidifying himself. Like he's up there. He might be the GOAT. He's definitely the best when it comes to business outside of hip hop. Check number 8, Moonlight. Um, this is talking about how the hip hop shit today is corny, like the same lyrics, same style, corny beef, guns and shit that's fake. Just the whack shit, man. Check number 9, Marcy Me. This is Jay talking about life back in the old Brooklyn, like when he was on the come up as a hustler. It was very beautiful, just like this. The legacy, the last track on here is beautiful as well. He's just talking about leaving something behind, thinking about the path that you're paving, and black excellence. And overall, man, this album is just amazing. Like I have to say, I'm gonna say it right now, and let me get my phone because I screwed up. This is just to make up for the best albums, of the year and everything so far, because this album is damn good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now and make some corrections. I'm not gonna do a separate video. I don't feel like doing all that today. I'm gonna do it right now in the Jay-Z 444 review. Okay, so best albums. When did this album drop? It was last week. What was that? This album dropped June 30th. Okay, so the best albums of June 2017. This actually is, yeah, this is the best one. It's better than Scissors Control for me. Now, 5 best hip hop albums of the second quarter 2017. Oh man, this is in the top 5. I had Joey Badass, All American Badass. I had KRS-One's The World Is Mine, Sadistic Alters, Scissor Control, and Damn from Kendrick Lamar. If I have to take one out, I'm gonna take out. Damn it, I'm not taking one out. This is the 6 best hip hop albums of the second quarter 2017, and I'm throwing Jay-Z's 444 in here, 444 in here. The 6 best albums. I can't do that to KRS-One, man. I can't do it to Joey Badass what he did on here. I definitely can't do that to SZA with that damn good debut album, or Kendrick, and I can't do that to Sadistic, man. That album is his heart. So now the 10 best hip hop / R&B albums of 2017 so far. You know what? I can't do that either. I can't take away from Odyssey, SZA, Kendrick, Sadistic, John Wayne. Prodigy, can't take away from Prodigy, man. That was a jewel, and he just passed too, man. Quelle Chris, can't do it to him either, man. Like I said, Joey or KRS. So you know what? This is going at 10 because Lando Chill, as much as I enjoyed that album and think how good it is, this is better if you ask me. So this goes in at number 10. Lando's is at number 11 now. Besides, I couldn't put 10 in that picture for the album, for the video cover anyway, because there's only 9 boxes. But overall, man, this was great. I probably will be copying the physical copy of this. I'm glad it's gonna be a physical copy of this album. Overall, man, 7.5 to an 8. And you know what? I just thought about that. That's not my usual grade system. So let me go back. But that's not my new grading scale. So if you want to know what my grading scale is, just check below, and I'll just go ahead and tell you. If I give something like a X, it means it's just trash. If I give it like a blank, a circle, just a blank, it means it's kind of like a filler. It's a lot of filler. It feels like a chore to listen to this. If I give something a circle, like a dot, it means it's like 3 out of 5, 3.2, 5 out of 5, kind of half and half almost. Now if I give something a check, it's like a 7.5 to an 8. And if I give or to an 8.5. Now, if I give something a star, that means it's like a 9 to a 10, and it's um, a classic, instant classic, maybe masterpiece. So I'm giving this a check because this album is damn good. Like Jay, he really did it again. No ID, he did it. It's like, man. So yeah, I'm giving this a check. I'm gonna update the grade scale as well. I already have what it is in the description, but I'm also gonna put like what that score equals next to it. So that's pretty much it, man. If you've heard this project, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. Also, be sure to hit the like button if you like this review, share the review, subscribe if you're new, get me on Twitter, Facebook, AudioMac, SoundCloud, Instagram, and hit up my email for business. What I mean by hit up my email for business is if you need your music chopped and screwed, if you need it reviewed, if you need beats made, or you want to be featured on one of my upcoming DJ mixtapes, the email is DynamicJAB@gmail.com. And if my Patreon is in the description, my Bandcamp's in the description, and my PayPal is in the description if you want to support my movements as far as YouTube, music, entertainment, and etc. So, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you've heard the album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, what you think about my review. And if you haven't heard the album, go listen to that shit. Go listen. I like it's you can get it off Tidal for free. Just the voucher code is Sprint. Okay, so yeah. And to y'all that I know personally, that I see every day or see pretty much on a regular basis, if you don't have it yet, let me know. Text me, do something, leave a comment. I'll forward it to you. All right. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, Jay, thank you. I mean, what's been going on in hip hop? Like, thank you.